I was never the kind of person who feared the dark. In fact, I found comfort in the quiet, still hours when the world seemed asleep. But my job has changed that. My job is to watch people die. I'm a night shift attendant at a small, underfunded hospital in a forgotten corner of the country. The place is old, with paint peeling off the walls and flickering lights that create more shadows than they banish. Most nights, I sit at my desk, staring at the dimly lit hallway leading to the ICU, my coffee cooling beside me. It's a lonely job, but it pays the bills. It started a few months ago. The night was particularly quiet, and I was beginning to doze off when I noticed something strange. A shadow, darker than the surrounding darkness, moved across the hallway. I rubbed my eyes, thinking I was seeing things, but then it happened again. It slithered, creeping along the wall until it vanished into room 104. Room 104 has a reputation. It's where they keep the terminal cases, the ones who are too far gone, waiting for their final breath. When I first started, the nurses joked about how room 104 had seen more deaths than any other room in the hospital. It's cursed, they'd say with a nervous laugh, but I always thought it was just talk. That night, the patient in room 104 was an old man, hooked up to machines that beeped softly, marking each second he had left. I stepped closer to the room, peering through the small glass window. I could see him, lying there, breathing shallowly. And then I saw it again, the shadow, hovering at the foot of his bed. I couldn't move. I watched as the shadow grew darker, thicker, until it almost seemed to be wrapping around the old man. He gasped, a choked, desperate sound, and then his breathing stopped. The machines beeped in alarm, but I didn't hear them. I was staring at the shadow, which had turned its attention to me. For a moment, I thought I saw eyes, red and glowing, staring back through the darkness. Then it vanished, melting into the walls, leaving the room silent. Since that night, I've seen the shadow many times. It's always the same, silent, patient, and inevitable. It appears when someone is near the end, waiting, watching. I've told no one, because who would believe me? They'd say I'm overworked, sleep-deprived, or worse. But I know what I see. I know it's real. Last night, it was different. The shadow didn't go to room 104. It slithered down the hallway, past the ICU, and stopped right in front of my desk. For the first time, it didn't go straight to a patient. It stood there, hovering, watching me. I didn't move. I couldn't breathe. The air felt thick, heavy, as if the shadow was sucking the life out of the room. It leaned closer, and I could feel the coldness seeping into my skin, now chilling me to the bone. I heard a faint whisper, a voice that didn't belong to this world. Soon. The lights flickered. Just like that, and just like that, the shadow was gone. But its words lingered, echoing in my mind. I'm still here, sitting at my desk, watching the hallway, waiting for the shadow to return. Because I know it will. And this time, it's not coming for the patients in room 104. It's coming for me.